Welcome into Buffa's Buffet podcast number who knows. It'll be more of not a film Buffa podcast, not a baseball podcast. It's going to be a 5 things on my mind, the spoken version. And I am in my truck on my lunch break. It is Friday. It's been a week, everybody. I don't really get real a lot on this podcast because I think people don't come for that. They don't go, well, let me just click play on this guy's podcast and listen to him bitch and moan. But it's been a week, man. You know, there's a lot of factors going into it. You know, if you've been reading the blog, the written parts, you know that life is a little bit different for me these days. And, you know, the ups and downs include a lot more downs right now. And that's just how the cards are being dealt. But it's Friday. And so you can rejoice. There may be some Uber driving tonight. That's going to be one of the 5 things. So let's count this off. I'm Dan Buffa. The blog is Substack blog, Buffa's Buffet. It's a newsletter. That's kind of what they call the blogs now. It's essentially a place where I can write about whatever I want. Being a Starbucks bitch, having 2 very annoying cats, talking about a movie or whatever. But 5 things on my mind. Let's count it down. Number 5 is yes. Uber has been reactivated. The software is still about the same. The rides are aplenty. I went online, I think, on Monday afternoon and got a lot of rides. I mean, they were just pumping in. My acceptance rate was terribly low because you pick somebody up and you're just getting all these other rides. And it's not like Uber Eats where you're going to pick up 2 meals and then take it. You can't pick up 2 different rides. Nobody's going to want to get in the car with another stranger. They're already getting in the car with a strange driver. You don't know what's picking you up, as Sebastian Maniscalco once said. You know, a guy could have a car seat in the back with groceries and a kid in it. But number 5 is the good old Uber. I'm back. I'm going to do some tonight. I'm going to hopefully maybe do some on Sunday. Why am I doing Uber? It's called bills. Everybody has those. They don't care about the state of your life. They don't care if you're going through a rough patch. Bills keep coming. The banks stay open. They want their money. And so in order to pay a couple bigger bills, I'm going to be getting back on the road to drive a little bit of Uber. So if any subscribers or Facebook friends are watching this and you need, hey, I need a ride, but I don't want to go through the proper channels of Uber, slide into my DMs and I might be able to pick you up if you live in the St. Louis area. Number 4, Timothée Chalamet may not be an actor that I kind of, you know, he doesn't blow me away as an actor. I think he's good. I said this at a screening last night after his latest film, Marty Supreme, which is directed by Josh Safdie, one half of the brother team behind Good Time and Uncut Gems. And, you know, I mean, I said that he was just kind of okay, and everybody's like, what? He's awesome. I'm like, okay, he's okay. I don't really, he's kind of like, you know, Tobey Maguire, I just want to punch. But really, he's somebody I've been waiting to wow me. Yes, he sang Good Dylan, but I don't think he played him that well. It was just like Chalamet as Bob Dylan. But he plays a very ambitious, a very driven, and a do whatever it takes to get to the championships ping pong player. It's a table tennis movie, but it's not just about table tennis. It didn't just take the cool scene from Forrest Gump and let's go, well, let's make a movie out of this. He is the kind of guy who his one goal in life is to go to the championships and defeat the Japanese table tennis player and be the number 1 in the world. But he doesn't really have a job, and he kind of mooches off everybody. He becomes friends and kind of sex buddies with Gwyneth Paltrow's fading actress. He has a girlfriend that he has gotten pregnant, but he's also trying to become the best in the world. And while we now know which Safdie brother is more the Uncut Gems Good Time variety. That's Josh. And then Benny went off and made The Smashing Machine with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You can tell which brother has that adrenaline, nonstop. You're going to watch Marty Supreme, which is the movie that never really slows down, and be like, whoa. It is something. And while my review, the most of it has to be held for next month. It doesn't come out till Christmas. Sometimes you get the early screenings. It is a movie that I was impressed the most by Timothée Chalamet, and he's still very young. It's not like he's bad in Dune or Call Me By Your Name or, you know, where he played Dylan. I just think he's just okay. He's fine. He's okay. This one, he's a little more. He kind of carries the movie. And so that's number 4. Number 3, and something that I didn't think we'd be getting, and I was kind of surprised by, even if it was a great season, was we're getting a second season of HBO's Task, which is kind of great. Brad Inglesby also created and wrote Mayor of Easttown, and that Kate Winslet show only got 1 season, so I thought with Task it was going to be the same thing. It was just going to be 1 season of the Mark Ruffalo series, but that finale was fantastic. The last 2 episodes were just phenomenal, and the whole season, I think it was 7 episodes, maybe 8. It laid out this, up there in the Philadelphia, the hills, the country people that have that, the country folk of Philadelphia, where they have their own way of speaking and their own accents and their own kind of, they got a lot of mischief up there, so I guess they'll give them something else to do. Mark Ruffalo's going to return. I don't know about every other cast member. Martha Plimpton was great. I hope she comes back as his boss. But it did leave a little bit at the end to possibly go back to that well, so they're going to do it. Time for a drinking break. Not sponsored by Taco Bell. I wish I had some Taco Bell sponsor money. I would eat that stuff on the air and describe each bite. But it's just a beverage. So yeah, Task is coming out. Probably they'll produce it. I won't want to say next year at the same time, but I wouldn't put it past HBO Max to do that. So that's kind of exciting news. More Task Season 2. Season 1 was great. It's on there. You can watch it. All 7 episodes are waiting to be devoured. Number 2 is today is the anniversary of the premiere of Rocky IV. Dolph Lundgren, the great Dolph Lundgren, who just kicked cancer's ass recently, who has a very good documentary out this season, this winter. It's phenomenal. He posted about being a 28-year-old Swedish actor who was a nobody, and all of a sudden he was being raised up out of the ground during that very iconic scene in Rocky IV, and he said his life changed forever, and I believe it. You're a struggling actor. You're more known for being somebody's boyfriend. You haven't really hit it big yet. And he was a martial artist, and he's very smart. He could have fell back on an MIT career that probably would have paid a lot of money and did a lot better, saved his body a little bit, but he didn't. And I just thought that was great. 1984, I think it's 84, 85 was when the premiere was. And yeah, 40 years, man. When that movie came out or was made, I was 2. And that's just crazy how the movies that you grew up with when you're really young and you keep watching them when you're 10 and then 20 and then 30, and then you have the actors thinking back to a memorable experience, just like it was for you to watch it, it was for them to film it. And so that's number 2, anniversary of Rocky IV and the launching point of Dolph Lundgren. And once again, nobody should mess with Dolph Lundgren. People break into his house. Nope. Sly, when he wants to spar for real, it ends up in the ICU. And also, cancer got its ass whooped by Dolph Lundgren. So don't mess with Dolph. Just leave him alone. Praise him. Don't give him a Rubik's Cube. He'll just smash it to pieces. Don't let him sit in a chair. He'll just rip off the thing. Don't mess with him. He might kung fu you into a wall. But number 1. I don't have a number 1. That's the thing. Number 1 is it's the weekend. What are you going to do this weekend? I am going to hang out with my son tomorrow. We're going to play some games. If I can get him to a movie. If I can get the poor kid. The poor kid's going through some shit, man. He has a couple broken bones in his wrist. He has his feet hurt. His back hurts. His leg hurts. My kid does not play rugby. He does not play football. He's kind of more of a computer video game playing, I don't want to say nerd, but he's kind of that variety. I mean, being a dad who loves baseball, I do know that he can throw a baseball very well, and he likes to play around, mess around a little soccer, but he gets the injuries like he is an NFL player who is on like the injury list. And so the goal tomorrow will be just to get him to move around, maybe have some fun. But that's the thing, man. Every Saturday, get to hang with the dude, the prodigal son. He's 14. He's getting to be really close to his tall for me. As anybody who's seen pictures of my son, I scalped the poor kid for the first 5 to 10, 6, 7 years of his life. I gave him a buzz cut, and then he grew hair. and he thankfully got his mom's hair. It's just, big curls. And with his hair, when we walk down a hallway, he is kind of right at my cheek level almost. It's ridiculous. So if you have young kids, understand something, that they are driving you nuts, but they will get older, and they will keep getting older, and they'll keep getting taller, and you'll be like, man, I just want that kid back who could just drive me nuts, but he was like down here. I could just hold his top of his head going, hey, calm down. Not anymore. So that's number one on my mind. The bonus thing is be nice to people and drive correctly, because you turn nice people into crazy people when you can't drive. And that's it. What we got? 11 minutes. I don't like to waste time. I mean, the great Bernie Miklasz is doing videos right now, and his are about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe a little bit over. He obviously has a lot more stats and opinions. I mean, and he zeroes in on a sport on his videos. I'm just kind of shooting across the board, but I don't like to wear you down with too much. So, we're going to hit this thing off at about 12 minutes. Before I go, subscribe to the newsletter. That's where all the written 5 things on my minds are there. I'm going to try to mix more in, just get on camera and do these, because sometimes it's better to just hit play and process it to a page and then post it than have to write a 600 to 800 word article. I don't have it in me sometimes. And the next month it could be a lot of art, a lot of written. We shall see. Tomorrow is undetermined, but we know one thing: it is coming. So www.dailydoseofbuffa.substack.com, Buffa's Buffet, the newsletter, the blog, whatever. A place for me to put all my shit, all my opinions. But have a good weekend. If I don't talk to you then, look for more fresh doses out of the Substack blog. Until then, be kind and only rewind if you want to make a better decision.